Hi you guys, this is Allison hanging out in my space to craft, and my daughter is about to turn 18, so I want to make her a really super glam birthday card. I have cut a card base a little bigger than an A2, so this is 6 inches by 4.5, because what I want to make on it is a big shaker, like a giant shaker box. I'm using these Altenew postage stamp dies. So I think, let me just see if I think that would be enough of a border. I might need a little bit more border than that for the adhesive, but I think we'll be okay. So that's going to be the border of the, so this whole panel would be shaker box. I could do it a little smaller, but my plan is behind the shaker box will be this beautiful paper with rose gold embossing on it. And then I'm thinking this is from Mixed Metals from scrapbook.com. It's got a great coppery rose gold metal in it. So my thought is this with a very tiny border, and then this as the shaker frame. This is Sizzix Opulent Cardstock Pack in rose gold. So make the frame out of this, and then this would be in the background of the frame, and then all sorts of beads and sequins, and I'll actually glue some to the back so that they, if it's sitting up, they don't all fall to the bottom. So a big giant shaker frame, and then cutting a big 1 and 8 out of this Altenew Pink Brilliance cardstock set, which I think I got as a freebie from Altenew on my last order. So I'm thinking this color in combination with with this tourmaline. So those two, like a double layered 1/8 for her 18th birthday. And then a little happy birthday sentiment, probably in embossed gold. So this is going to be a little bit detailed, so let me go make some initial cuts, and then I'll also need to cut these on my Cricut. It's super thick paper, so hopefully I can get that out of it. I can definitely fit a 1 and an 8 on each of these. I just need to size it correctly for this card, and I think that's going to be wowza. So let me go make a few cuts and do some die cutting, and I'll be back. All right, so I'm back from die cutting all the components. I have these 2 offcuts that I'm going to save and maybe double layer on a scrapbook page. I'm sure I have many more pink and gold scrapbook pages to come with my daughter, since that's her favorite color. I'm just separating this stamp frame from the die cut. It's always a challenge with these double layered papers. And I have this as an offcut to save as well. So the challenge with this is it's really thin. So I check my tape adhesive, and it's too thick, too wide. So that's not going to work. Here's where I check it, and it's going to show through, so that won't work. So my solution is to use my foam sheets and the die cuts to replicate that little frame. And then I also have to cut the acetate so that it sits inside those little concave stamped shape. So I cut it once, check it, and then I trim just a little bit more off it because I don't want the acetate showing either. So it's a really tight fit to get that in. It's such a thin frame. It would have been easier had I made it wider, but then it would have probably been really thick. And I didn't want that much of the gold showing. So I'm putting adhesive very judiciously on there because I don't want it smudging out from behind the acetate, because that can just ruin the look of your acetate. So now that I have the acetate down, it's red. It's time for me to put this, and I picked pink just in case it shows in any way. And I'm just trying to line it up. The foam is a little stretchy, so you have to sort of manipulate it in place, but it worked really well. So I was super happy with it. And then I can make the shaker box. And I'm going to do the whole thing as a shaker box. So first I decide I better glue this down to start with. I do quite a bit of glue on there just because sometimes you need that with the glitter paper, since it's a little bit textured. And then I start building a sequin and bead mix. These are all sort of seed beads. So that's what I have for pinks mostly. This takes me a while because I don't have a pre-mixed sequin mix that I can pull. I just have all these different individual things. So here I'm pulling out some different golds. I have 3 or 4 different golds. I don't have any silvers. I probably need some silver sequins too. And from these pink ones, there's some clear ones. The not clear ones are a little brighter than I wanted, so I kind of wanted those more transparent sequins from that. And then I'm just looking. I think these pearls, I pulled out some of these pearls, but I decide they're going to be too thick and sort of stick, so change my mind on those. So I'm just playing around until I like the look of the sequins and feel like I have enough. I'm also, so this is a mixed bag. I don't want to bring in all these colors. I'm just pulling in the dark pink and the light pink and a few of the blue ones, because there is some blue in this paper. And my pick tool was downstairs, so I'm doing it with my finger. It works okay. And I'm going to glue down a few sequins to different places so that everything doesn't just sink to the bottom. So even if all of the sequins, when it's standing up, were to fall to the bottom, you would still have a few sequins in the background and beads. Then I decide I need a few more, a little more pink in there. And I think there's one more set of gemstones that I had in another part of my room that I decide I want to add. And those are just some like faceted flatback gems. Still adding more pink. And here are those. I'm just checking to see what might work. So adding a few of these. I think I may even glue one or two down. And the other little container, I got these, I had a coupon and a gift card at Michael's, I think. So this is little clay hearts, so I pull out some of the pink ones. There's a couple of different colors of pink, just to add a few little hearts to the mix. And now I'm going to add adhesive to this and a moment of truth. Trying to get it all lined up. So I just put that pack of paper to weigh it down. Now I've gone off and I've cut a 1 and an 8 on my Cricut out of the Altenew little glitter paper. And I'm going to try and decide which direction I want the sentiment. And I'm going to gold emboss the sentiment. And I'm not sure if I get that on video or not. I think about using this ticket and change my mind and decide to do it is a ticket stub die, but it's just a little simpler than the full ticket. So here's the happy birthday, and I'm not sure I have this on the video, thank goodness, because I got really frustrated. This would not stick to my Misty. I ended up having to put adhesive on the top of that stamp because it's old and it's just not, it's lost its adhesion. So I went through a lot of repetition trying to get that stamped. It was extremely frustrating, but I did it in the end. And we're about to see the finished card, just because I lost some video, my phone turned off and I didn't realize it. So here it is, with the gold happy birthday and the pink glitter 18. And I hope my daughter really loves it, along with her designer purse that she's getting for her birthday that she doesn't know about. So please come back for more content, you guys. I love this card.